I extend my warm wishes to all the office bearers of various organizations who have joined us today. Today, we are going to witness the journey of a very young, dynamic, and intimate speaker, Dr. Jagdish Vengala, sir. I, architect Niharika Kapoor,
and I, architect Shweta Jaiswal, will take you through the journey of the event. On behalf of IIA Aurangabad Center, I request our center chairman, architect Neeraj Barjate sir, to escort our today's key speaker, Dr. Jagdish Vengala sir, to the dais.
I also request immediate past chairman, architect Sunil Bhale sir, vice chairman, architect Shyam Shalar sir, treasurer, architect Swapnil Pargaonkar sir, Joint Honorary Secretary, Architect Piyush Kapadia sir and Sachin Sangshetty sir to take their seats on the stage.
Thank you everyone for gracing the dais. As per our Indian tradition, we shall begin today's event by lighting the divine lamp. So, may I request all the dignitaries on the dais to come forward for the lighting of lamp.
I request our Center Chairman, Architect Neeraj Barjate sir, to welcome our today's key speaker, Architect Jagdish Vengala sir. Now, I would like to invite on dais ISSE Chairman and Mrs. Shilpa Danekar ma'am to come on the stage. And I request Rakhi Joshi ma'am to welcome her. Now I would like to invite on dais ISHRE Chairman Javed Siddiqui and Mr. Bilal to come on the dais. And I request Architect Raza Qureshi to welcome Javed Siddiqui sir and Bilal. Now I would like to invite on dais IGBC Co-Chairman Harish Siddiqui sir, and I would request Architect Dipesh Parkar sir to welcome him.
Now I would like to invite on dais Triple ID Chairman Anjali Kabra ma'am and Architect Daksha Shroff ma'am, and request Ashwini Gambhir ma'am to welcome them. This time, IIA Aurangabad has also invited dignitaries from other associations. Now, I request our Center Chairman, Architect Neeraj Barjate sir, to address our guest and audience with a welcome note.
Good evening. It is with pleasure and honor that I stand before you today, Chairman of Indian Institute of Architects, Sambhaji Nagar Center, to warmly welcome you all to this highly appreciated event and enlightening technical presentation on bamboo as a sustainable building material. As architects, it is our responsibility to embrace sustainable practice and to create balance between the building environment and the nature world. Today, we have the privilege of hosting Dr. Jagdish as accomplished expert in the field of sustainable architecture. With this profound knowledge and extensive research on bamboo, Dr. Jagdish has significantly contributed to reshape our understanding of sustainable construction practice. Dr. Jagdish presently will shed light on immense possibility that bamboo presents with us. He will share insights into its structural integrity, its versatility, its various architectural applications, and its impact on reducing carbon footprints. We will have an opportunity to learn from his pioneer research, innovative design, and practice experiences. This technical presentation aligns perfectly with our association vision of promoting sustainable architecture and forecasting sense of environmental stewardship. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to Dr. Jagdish for accepting our invitation and gracing us with his presence. His expertise and passion for sustainable architecture are truly inspired, and we are eagerly anticipate the valuable insight he will share with us today. I would also like to express my heartfelt thanks to the following dignitaries who have joined us of different centers. Let us recognize this opportunity to learn, collaborate, and integrate our creativity as we explore the possibility of bamboo as a sustainable building material. Together, we can build a greener, more resilient world, one structure at a time. We will be celebrating World Architecture Day, World Environmental Day on 3rd June. We shall be having an event in association with ISRE, followed with tea plantation on Sunday, 4th June. Once again, I extend my warm welcome to all of you and this enlightened technical presentation by Dr. Jagdish. I hope you will find the event informative, engaging, and thought-provoking. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I request Kaude sir, founder of MIT College, to come on the stage, and I request Sunil Bhale sir to felicitate him.
The Indian Institute of Architects facilitates the involvement of students of architecture, and to encourage their involvement and student membership, Aurangabad wants to felicitate students who have achieved in the field of architecture.
For this, I would like to call on stage Pritesh Rajendra Jain from MIT College. He has been awarded IIA Medal for the Best Outgoing Student of the Year 2022. I request Center Chairman, Architect Neeraj Barjate sir, to felicitate him.
call on stage Apurva Joshi and Sanskar Wadekar from JNC College. They have published paper titled The Conceptual Retrofitable Framework of Bamboo-Based Buildings in the National Online Conference of Planning, Design and Management Magazine 2022. I request Architect Sunil Bhale sir to kindly felicitate them.
Now I request all the dignitaries on the dais to kindly occupy their seats in the audience. I would request Mr. Mahesh to introduce our young and dynamic key speaker, Dr. Jagdish Vengala sir, through audio-visual clip.
Dr. Jagdish Vengala, FIE FACCE India, is the convener of the Institute Innovation Council and Associate Professor in the Department of Civil Engineering, PVP Siddhartha Institute of Technology in Kannuru, Vijayawada. He was the former head of the Department of Civil Engineering in BMS Institute of Technology and Management, Bangalore. He was also the former scientist in IPIRTI, Ministry of Environment and Forests, Government of India, Bangalore. He was also a former design engineer at Tar Steel Research Foundation in India, Bangalore. Dr. Jagdish Vengala obtained his doctoral degree on seismic response study of bamboo-based constructions, for which he was conferred with INAE Innovative PhD thesis by the Indian National Academy of Engineering. He has worked with Tar Steel Research Foundation, Bangalore and IPIRTI under the Ministry of Environment and Forests, Government of India. He has been a recipient of the Outstanding Concrete Engineer, Andhra Pradesh, and Professor V. Ramakrishnan's Young Scientist awarded by the Indian Concrete Institute. He was awarded the 5th CIDC Vishwakarma Award and also Distinguished Professor Award by Amaravati Research Academy and Outstanding Faculty Award by Venus International Foundation, Chennai. In 2009, he attended as a member of the damage inspection team for the world's largest earthquake test on 7-storied wooden building at Miki City, Japan. He has delivered more than 214 invited and guest lectures and chaired more than 25 sessions in international and national conferences. He has published more than 52 research papers, out of which he received 5 Best Paper awards. He has guided more than 30 MTech and BTech thesis students. He is the chairman, ICI AP Vijayawada chapter, Director, Bamboo Society of India, Andhra Pradesh chapter, and also is a National Governing Council member, Bamboo Society of India. He served as the Management Committee member for Indian Concrete Institute, Karnataka, Bangalore chapter during 2007 to 2011 and 2017 to 2019. He has been a reviewer for various national and international journals. He is a fellow of the Institute of Engineers, India, ACCE India, and life member, Indian Concrete Institute, Bamboo Society of India. His research interests include sustainable building materials, self-compacting concrete, concrete technology, cementitious materials, earthquake engineering, bamboo-based and prefabricated housing.
Thank you. Now may I request Dr. Jagdish Vengala sir to share his work experience and journey in the field of bamboo.
Very good evening to one and all. Thank you for Indian Institute of Architects, Aurangabad, Maharashtra chapter for inviting me here to share my experience for the past 19 years, which I'm passionately working on this particular material in various positions. Thank you, Kawade sir, for coming for my lecture, because last time you told me, you promised me that you will be here to see me lecture. And thank you, Chairman sir, Secretary sir, and all the office bearers of Indian Institute of Architects for giving a warm welcome and making my journey memorable. So next, maybe it depends on, I keep reading faces of people because I am also a professor. So depending upon the interest, I stress upon some of the points in the slides, and some I'll quickly, just make you go through, because there is a lot of information, but few slides I'll stress upon, few I'll skip depending upon the interest of the members. So bamboo is a sustainable building material from time immemorial. We know that from northeast, when you see the only building material people were using during that time was bamboo. However, Government of India has taken a lot of initiatives, and a lot of individuals have contributed a lot of work on this particular material. So let me take you through the journey of my involvement in bamboo. Next. Okay. So first question, wherever I go, people will ask, like, what are the resources in the country? So we have a plenty of resources in all over the states. If you see the Indian subcontinent, if someone wanted to go through particularly on what are the resources state-wise, you can go through the Forest Survey of India report that is recently given in 2021. Chapter 8 gives you only about the resources of bamboo in various states. And if you look into the entire India, so we have two types, like clump forming and non-clump forming. So so most of our bamboo is clump forming. 67% of bamboo is from clump forming, and northeast having the more bamboo grows in that particular area. You can see almost 25% of the area wherein bamboo grows. And also Maharashtra is also, you can see a lot of bamboo is available. We'll see the details. There are few species abundantly available in all these states, like starts with Dendrocalamus strictus to Hamilton, Arundinaceae, Tulda and all. Anyway, species wise you can recognize. I'll tell you the difference also in the later slides. This is the typical bamboo bearing area states, top 10 states. You can see Maharashtra is also almost near to 10%, followed by various other states. Like individual states, if you take Arunachal Pradesh is the biggest in northeast. Like northeast, 7 sisters, we consider it as the entire gamut of bamboo. And specifically to say, from 19 to 2021, few states the bamboo cover has decreased, few states the bamboo cover has increased. If you see the Maharashtra, a little bit of cover has been decreased, like 15,000 to 13,500. So people started utilizing the bamboo in some of the states. You can see the cover has been decreased. And many a times people might have seen in various WhatsApp circulations or in a lot of discussion, bamboo grows 1 feet a day. It is true, but the sense what you have to understand is, once you plant the seedling, it will take 3 years to make the rhizome, to form the rhizome. So once the rhizome forms, so it grows. So whatever that 3 feet thing comes, okay, then shoots will come out and all. So when you plant any seed of bamboo, it will take almost 4 years to come to a stage. It is not like, when you plant a seed, next day 1 feet it won't grow. Okay, so please remember that. So it will take minimum of 4 years, okay, once you plant any kind of seed, any type of species. There are 2 types of bamboo typically available, monopodial and sympodial bamboo. So monopodial is from a single rhizome. Okay, rhizome, one single shoot comes out, very straight. Okay, all these Columbia and all, Simon Wales and all, these people are working on that single species bamboo, that is monopodial bamboo, wherein it is very straight, you can cut it and use it. Okay, but the next one is a sympodial bamboo, wherein from single rhizome, number of shoots will come out. So that is why it may not be straight, sometimes it grows in a curvature. So most of our bamboo is sympodial in nature. So that is why we may not get the straight bamboo, so we have to grade it properly. And we all know the Forest Act, because of the cover is decreasing. So there was a Forest Act in 1927 that you should not cut any tree in the forest area. But bamboo also comes under that time. So bamboo comes under grass family. So recently in 2017, Forest Act has been amended that if you grow in your homestead, you can cut it, use it and transport it. That is the amendment the government has been made. When you look into the energy of various construction materials, we use it starting with the concrete to steel to and glass, aluminium, wood and bamboo. When you compare the basic materials like concrete and steel, when it comes to the weight per stress, that means the strength which gives per unit volume is much higher when it compared to the bamboo. And also you need not spend a lot of energy to you just have to cut it and bring it. Okay, only the cutting, if it is a manual, you don't use any energy. If you are transporting, the transportation energy comes into that embodied energy calculation. But when it comes to the concrete and steel, a lot of energy you have to put in to make the concrete or to manufacture the steel. This is a very important slide. One has to understand properly. So bamboo, hollow in nature inside, and between two nodes it is hollow in nature, and all the fibers in bamboo are runs parallel or axial to the column. Very important. So all the fibers run parallel. If you split it, you can see the first slide, the first photograph. If you split it, node portion is a solid disk portion, you can see. So all the fibers run parallel to the axis of the column. So some of the fibers will come and end at the solid disk portion. And there is one more thing. The fibers of the bamboo, the edges, more fibers are there. When it goes to the center, the less fibers are there. That is how the bamboo bamboo give the protection for itself. And the outer layer is a silica layer. Okay, you should not peel it out. Okay, that protects the bamboo for various purposes. Wood, if you take timber, when you nail it, timber will take the nail, because there are radial fibers exist. So the fibers will allow the nail and hold the nail in the wood. But here, now the point here is, all the fibers are vertical in nature. If the bamboo is thin in nature, the wall is thin, so when you nail it, what will happen? It will allow the nail to goes in, so it splits. So you need to use a proper, wall thickness, the bamboo having a proper wall thickness. This is what and one more thing, if any crack occurs in any part of the bamboo, you need not panic. Okay, node will arrest the crack propagation. Okay, and unless you split it with a hard this thing, it won't propagate, because most of the time node will arrest the propagation of the cracks. So number of uses, bamboo, starting from the, I told you, initially the first less than 30 days, you can use it for eating. We call it as a bamboo shoots. In Northeast and all, many places, they use it in the curries and pickles. 6 to 9 months bamboo, very tender in nature. You can sliver it, wherein using slivers, you can make baskets, because these are very tender in nature. You can weave it, basically. Next is 2 to 3 years bamboo. either you can make boards or laminates. So laminates you make using the bamboo strip. Strip, if you convert into a flat, we call it as a slab. So slabs together you bring and apply the glue and make a proper board. Okay, so we call it as a bamboo laminates. You laminate, different properly sized bamboo strips. When it comes to the bamboo board, bamboo mat board, so these weaved boards are dipped into resin and then convert into a corrugated sheet or a flat board. Depending on the thickness, you can make it. So typically 3 to 6 years bamboo, we use it for construction. What happens after 6 years? It gradually loses its strength because of the very basic biological nature. Slowly the insects will come and attack and so on. I've traveled length and breadth of Northeast, wherein you can see these are the typical houses you can see in Northeast. Okay, the first house is mud plastered wall. Inside bamboo strip grid is there, mud plastered. Second house with a rough plastering is there. Very interesting, the third house, this is next to the Brahmaputra river, wherein whenever flood comes, okay, they actually up to a certain height, they plaster it, remaining they will leave it like that. Because the water will come only up to that level. So that is why, when I asked them, they said okay, whenever the flood comes, only up to this height it will come. That is why we plaster it, rest we will leave it. There is a different comforts they will get anyway. The other one is the bamboo, they get flatten it and then make a flat board. You can see. They will weave it and then a prefabricated house they make using. So these are the typical 4 houses you can see in northeastern part of India. I just wanted to give one small case study wherein in 1973, one of the person, Bipul Kumar Das named, so he has used bamboo strip in arch grid. Okay, so here you can see RCC beams. Between, he has made an arch roof using bamboo strip grid. So then plastered, and then that remains perfect for almost 25 years. Then he wanted to demolish the same house. Then after 25 years, before demolishing the entire thing, he started chipping out the walls and then the arch roof. After 25 years, he chipped out the arch roof. This 1.8 meter span, a person can still able to stand on that particular arch roof. So that is the potential of bamboo. What I mean to say is, if you handle properly the bamboo in whatever form, whether it is a strip or a solid column or whatever form, you need to know the property of the bamboo. You need to know how to use it. Very, very important. This is one example I want. And there are a lot of traditional bamboo houses you can see in North American and Colombian countries, wherein earthquakes are more common. You can see here, these are the type of houses you can see. One is the barrack system, we call it, and wattle and dab system. Okay, wherein these are all proven to be earthquake resistant. This wooden frame, they place this one wattle and dab system in wooden frame. They will place the bamboo strip grid and then plaster. So here they completely place the bamboo strips and then plaster it. So these houses are earthquake resistant, proven. And we all know that, childhood we used to climb the ladders. So once you climb, it deforms, and once you come out, it will comes back to its original position. We call it as a ductility or whatever. So when you make a house using the same bamboo, these houses also ductile in nature, obviously. Yeah, this is a very important slide. This is my 20 years of experience. I'm just giving you in a one snippet. Very, very important when you wanted to do any kind of construction, or you want to make a furniture, or you want to make whatever using the bamboo. Very important thing, particularly in India, we get a sympodial bamboo. We don't get a monopodial bamboo. So your involvement, 70% of your involvement is selecting, grading the bamboo, and then treating the bamboo. Very, very important. Once you do that, 70% of your job is done. So rest of the 30% is you have to work on joinery, you have to work on any way you work on your creative or innovation, whatever. And the other 10% is during execution, you have to be very careful. So you have to handle, you should know like how to handle each and every part of it. So again, to mention, it is very important. That's why a lot of importance you have to give in selecting, grading and treating the bamboo. Very, very important. So once you have the right material in front of you, treated, graded, right material for each of the purpose, you can do any kind of good construction. But in suppose if you talk to any of the people, they consider still, even we consider structures are temporary, and sometimes we don't have confidence, so unreliable we say. So the reasons may be few. I've just listed out very important few reasons. One is people say it has got a limited natural durability because it's a natural material, so it has got a limited natural durability. Second thing is maybe the workmanship whoever is having, they can join, but difficulty in joining. That is the second point people will say. Third is many people say there is a lack of structural design data. Okay, so till 2005, our National Building Code of India has never considered bamboo as one of the building material. So first time in 2005, Part 6, Section 3 has been, earlier Section 3 talks about only timber, so it has been divided into 3A and 3B. 3B talks about now bamboo. So it gives all the information about the properties, so on. And other things, natural durability, a lot of institutes have put their effort, particularly seasoning and treating. There are very well established methods of treatment. So you can improve the natural durability of the bamboo. Second thing is there are a lot of joinery methods. A lot of research institutes have been worked and people have tried, and now very proven joinery methods are there. And structural design data, if you go through the National Building Code of India 2016, that revised also the previous, we also have given a lot of inputs. You get like particular species, what are the design data values, you can get it, a typical truss designs and other things, truss pictures and other things. So almost most of these things are covered. Okay, so wherein it is no more a temporary or unreliable structure. Yeah, having worked in one of the government organization, we've developed a housing system which I would like to explain. Okay, here when you cut any bamboo, the freshly cut bamboo contains 60 to 80% of moisture. Lot of water it contains. If you bring it and if you make it immediately, if you don't season it, so it will warp in, warping will occur over a period of time. So you have to bring down the moisture to 20%. So that's why we call it as seasoning. Even the timber we season it. Again, bringing down the moisture to what level? So for wood, we look into the zones, because our country is divided into 5 zones, wherein if humidity is more, your moisture content of wood should be 16%, around 14 to 16. If humidity is low, so we keep it between 8 to 12. So depending upon this. But anyway, bamboo, we bring it down to 20%. You can see clearly here, if moisture content is more, your strength is decreasing. Okay, so you have to bring it down less than 20%. And selection, I told you, very, very important. Most of the columns, beams, we use 3 to 4 inch bamboo, 75 mm to 100 mm. Because bamboo is a natural material, you cannot exactly get a same dia bamboo. And one more thing very important you must know, when bamboo grows, if you cut it, the bottom diameter is different, the top diameter is different. So it is taper in nature. So you have to make sure the upper side, always you have to consider while considering the size, whether it is a diameter or the wall thickness. Wall thickness is nothing but the outer dia minus inner dia. So very, very important. And outer cover, you should not peel it off because it's a silica layer, it protects the bamboo. So grading, a lot of information is given in National Building Code of India. So main thing is the bamboo should not be sweep in nature or crooked in nature. It should be as tight as possible. Otherwise, the problems of eccentricity and other things. So for columns, if you are using, make sure it is as tight as possible. There are a lot of IS codes. I'm not giving much importance, but 2071 will give you the glossary. 9096 will talk about preservation. 1902 will talk about bamboo preservation only for non-structural purpose. You can go through later. These are the recommended preservatives. There is a creosote oil, which I'm going to explain through pictures. Another one is copper chrome arsenic. Right now, people are not using because arsenic is cancerogenic in nature. And acid cupichromate and copper chrome boron is the most common method. Boric acid borax. So these are the different preservative methods. And how much concentration it has to be, it is mentioned. So this is a very interesting brochery process wherein you attach the bamboo poles to a particular pipe, rubber pipe. With a pressure, you send the chemical. So you know that through capillary action from one end to other end, the chemical will comes out and starts dipping out. This is a very cumbersome process. People won't use it. Very important structures for important elements they use it. But however, these are the three methods people generally use. Okay, so one is the internodal injection method. Another one is hot and cold treatment. Another one is the dip diffusion method. Okay, so because I told you treatment is very, very important for the bamboo. For internodal injection and hot and cold treatment, we use creosote oil. Creosote oil is a coal tar derivative. So earlier, this creosote oil, I don't know how many of you have gone near to the railway lines and played. So earlier, wooden sleepers are there. There is a lot of black color oily that used to be there. There is nothing but the creosote oil. Creosote oil is a preservative. Even we treat the wood. Okay, so the same creosote oil we use it for the bamboo.